Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 4 of the Create online sessions in Carers Week. Today, our focus is going to be looking at making changes. Sometimes a very small change in the things that you do or the things that you think about can have very large effects on the ways that you feel. First of all, today, Andy's going to talk to you a little about changing negative thoughts into more positive ones. Over to you, Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I'd like to talk to you through a process called Catch It, Check It, and Change It. And this is based on the idea of the way you see yourself, the world, and other people, and how it may affect your thoughts and feelings. But through practice, you can learn to change the way you think, which can improve your mental well-being. And we'll go through the steps. Step 1, catch it. Spot when you might be having one of these kinds of negative thoughts. What you're thinking. Step 2, check it. Stop and think about what you're thinking. Is it really true? Do you have evidence to back it up? Would other people react in the same way? And step 3, change it. At this point, you need to try substitute more realistic thoughts. If your automatic thoughts tend to be negative, you need to think of a different but realistic ways of thinking about the situation. Here's a simple example about changing behaviors. For example, you're walking down the road, you see someone you know, they recognize you, but they walk on by without saying anything. Your negative process is your thoughts. They ignored me, they don't like me. Emotions, you're low, sad, and rejected. And your actions, you maybe go home and avoid people. But let's try and put a positive spin to that now and change the thoughts. Do they look distracted? I wonder if there's something wrong. Emotions, you'd be concerned about the other person. And actions, you get in touch and make sure they're okay. Remember, this is a very difficult process. It may be useful for you to keep a simple diary to remind yourself of how you try to change the way you think. Be patient with yourself. This may be a new skill for you. Thank you, stay safe, and we'll speak soon.
Thanks, Andy. And now we're going to hand over to Rachel in Skipton. Rachel's going to talk to you about 5 ways to well-being. These might well give you some ideas of small changes that you might want to make in your life. Over to you, Rachel.
Good morning, it's Rachel here from the Create team in Skipton. It's really important that during these challenging times caused by the coronavirus that we pay close attention to our own well-being and the well-being of those around us. Unfortunately, there are lots of things that we can do to look after our own well-being and to help others who may need some extra support and care. The 5 Ways framework was developed by the New Economics Foundation to help individuals to understand and incorporate well-being into their everyday lives. Try to build these 5 simple steps into your daily life to help maintain and improve well-being and positive mental health during these exceptionally difficult times. And like physical health, we can all benefit from looking after our mental health. Research has identified 5 simple things that we can do, and these are the 5 steps. And when practiced regularly, they help build resilience and boost well-being. And the 5 ways are: connect, keep learning, take notice, be active, and give. Connect. Ideally, we need to connect face to face. We have all become acutely aware of this right now, and not being able to see our friends and family like we normally would is difficult. However, it's really important to remain connected. Feeling close and valued by other people is a fundamental human need. Social relationships are critical for promoting positive mental health. Some things that you could do to maintain this connection is to send a card, even a homemade card. This is a bit of a rarity right now, and it's a lovely physical gesture to show someone that you care. You could schedule times to speak to people over the phone to keep in touch. This sounds simple, but with a number of image and text messaging services, sometimes this gets forgotten. Make use of our technology. Regularly video calling and messaging those important in your life, and there are lots of free apps and websites that you can use to do this, including WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, FaceTime, and Zoom. This could also be a good time for you to reconnect with old friends, people that you haven't heard from for a long time. If your house feels too quiet at the moment, Perhaps you could listen to a chatty radio station or a podcast for company. Be active. Our physical health has a big impact on how we feel, and at times like these, it can be easy to fall into unhealthy patterns of behaviour that end up making us feel worse. Going for a walk, run or bike ride is a great way to lift your mood and clear your head. Just make sure you stay at least 2 metres apart from others. You could start your day by some gentle exercises, like stretching, yoga or Pilates to wake your body up. The body coach, Joe Wicks, is running online PE classes for kids and their grown-ups on YouTube at 9 o'clock every weekday. Movement for Modern Life has some great free yoga classes to do, and they can be found on their website. The NHS has also got an online fitness studio, and you can access lots of online fitness videos, including yoga and aerobics for all different ability levels. Being active doesn't necessarily mean going off to run a 5K. It could also be spending time in your garden. And if you have one, utilise your garden space and use it to be active. Gardening is a great form of exercise, and now is a perfect time of year to plant flowers, fruit and veg. There are ideas and guidance for your garden on the Little Green Space website. Other examples of being active could be cleaning your house, dancing to music and lots of seated exercises. Being active whilst working from home can be tough, and many of us find we're sitting longer and aching more than we normally would. To try and help manage this, here are some quick tips. Try to make sure you get up and move about every 30 minutes, and if you can, try to stand up while you're working. This can help your posture, help you to focus and burn more calories than sitting. And make sure you take an active break, a little bit of time where you can go for a little walk outside. Take notice. Taking notice reminds us to look at the small things in life, and this is proven to improve our mental well-being. However, it's hard not to worry about all the things that are going on around us at the moment, and anxiety levels are high. It's good to talk about how we're feeling and to reflect on our thoughts and actions, but maybe take a break from watching, listening and reading news stories and use the time for things that you enjoy. You could consider taking some time out from your day to enjoy the environment around you. So whether that's a trip to your local park or a walk in your local town, could be beneficial. You could consider starting a journal or a gratitude diary to help highlight what's going well during this challenging time. Action for Happiness have a great coping calendar. You can download it for free, and it has lots of daily activities to help you keep grounded. If you have houseplants, nourish them and watch them grow, blossom and change. You could consider scheduling some quiet time for mindfulness or meditation. Keep learning. Whether you rediscover an old interest or learn something new, learning can improve self-esteem and give a sense of achievement. The practice of setting goals has been strongly associated with higher levels of well-being, so why not help relieve lockdown boredom and learn something new? Come back on Friday for some more tips on setting goals. Take a look in your cupboards and pull out your sewing machine or paints and get creative. It could be as simple as taking time to complete a crossword puzzle, word search or jigsaw, anything that encourages you to use your mind. You could go on a virtual tour with access to lots of museums and galleries all around the world, or even try learning a new language using BBC Languages. Get ready for that promotion when the time is right with LinkedIn Learning. And some libraries even have apps that you can use to borrow ebooks, audiobooks or magazines from home for free if you're a library member. Want to learn a new skill while at home? Find free, high-quality digital and numeracy courses in the Skills Toolkit. You can choose from a selection of high-quality courses put together by the Department for Education. Find the level and time to study that's right for you. The Skills Toolkit makes it easy for you to boost your skills. And finally, give. Do something kind for somebody else. When we take part in volunteering or random acts of kindness, it releases endorphins and makes us feel good about ourselves. If you have some spare time, try volunteering for a local community group or provide support to vulnerable people struggling during the crisis. If you can afford it, think about donating money to a relevant charity, or buy a few extra things if you are able to for food banks who are struggling at this time. Just being there for someone can make the world of difference. Knock on a neighbour's door, or pop a note through to see if you can help them. You could try supporting local businesses by buying vouchers for future use, if you can or feel able to. Look to spring clean your cupboards and drawers and donate unwanted items to your local chosen charity. Or consider sewing blankets and clothes for the local special baby unit. These are just a few ideas for you to consider how to implement the 5 ways to wellbeing into your daily life. The main points are to think about how you can stay physically and mentally active and being aware of how you are feeling. Having a good routine, plenty of sleep and a good diet are the building blocks to feeling good. Thank you for tuning in today, and we hope you can join us again tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you, Rachel. Tomorrow we will be back here at 11 for the last day of Carers Week, and Rachel will be with us again. She's going to be looking at how to set life goals that you really will achieve. I hope you have a nice day and see you tomorrow. Bye.